Hello folks. Right, what I'm going to do today is have a good look at the Reximex Regime. So last time I was down at the range with it, I was having problems with the trigger. Now what's been happening, I've been pulling the trigger, been all the way back and nothing's happened. So I release the trigger, pull it back again and it'll go. Sometimes I have to do it 2 or 3 times to make it fire. So not sure what's going on, but what I'm going to do now is take the rifles apart. I'll show you how to do that, and we'll see if we can see anything obvious. For some reason it's not releasing the trigger sear, so we'll just have a look at it and see what we come up with. Shooting well, but when you're going all the way back and it's not working and you're trying to make it shoot, you end up snatching it sometimes, and I think that's what upset some of the groups that I did yesterday. But anyway, let's get on with the test. We'll see what's wrong with it and we'll try and sort it out. I mean, air rifles are a lot like anything mechanical, motorbikes, cars. You do get problems every now and again, and it's just something you have to deal with. It can be expensive if it's all left up to being sent back to the dealer all the time, especially out of warranty. So it's a good idea if you've got a bit of mechanical ability to do it yourself and service yourself if you can, as long as you're in a safe environment. But there we go. So let's get on with the test. Okay then folks, I've got the Reximex in front of me. So just going to remove scope and bipod. Pretty straightforward. Nice scope this one. This is the one leaf. Rapid fire scope, or rapid fire plus. It automatically works in conjunction with the one leaf commander, and it's got the built-in connector at the back. So there are 8 screws to take the stock off, and you also need to take the pick rail off, and another 4 screws there. I think most of them are 3mm, and I think it's a 1 or 2mm for the front. Yeah, 2mm at the front is 2 smaller ones, so they come off. So that's 2mm, and the rest should be all 3mm. So that's the 2 on the right hand side taken out. Do the same on the left. Already took the one out of the front. And you've got 2 at the back on the top, on there, behind the breech, one in front of it. These are tapered, all of them are tapered heads. And you've got one either side. And this is an adjustable pick rail, so you can actually put some elevation at the top when you're shooting long distance. I'll show you what I mean. So you can just loosen them off. and the rail will rise like that. That's why it's got spirit level in it, just there. Pick rail off, put it into safety, cock it, take the single shot mag out, decock it, safety catch forward, hanging on to the lever, pull the trigger and let it go forward. So that's decocked. And the final thing to do is to loosen off the screw on the trigger. And that will be a 1mm Allen key. So you need a 1, a 2 and a 3 Allen key to take the rifle to bits. Okay, so that's loose now because it's fell to the bottom. So once that's off, you can take the top off, and you'll then find underneath, I believe it's could be a 5mm. Just cut it in, lever that off, and then there's a screw or Allen bolt at the bottom. Yeah, it's a 5mm. You just undo that, and that's the final Allen bolt holding the stock on. Trigger comes off. Okay. That is unloaded, so that went first go. And that's all the way back, and it's not. All right, again. Right, looking at the sear, see the play in it? I think what's happened, I could have put some thread lock on this. The actual, over time it's come undone, so that's all it is. So I'm going to push the sear as far forward as it'll go. I'm going to wind this up so it's just touching. I think that solved it. That's all it was. The actual nut on the trigger mechanism had come loose on it. That just wanted tightening up. Let's see if I've got some. I have got some Loctite for it somewhere. Just put a bit on there, and that should stop it happening. But really nice rifle, this one. Well made, made in Turkey, but they are better than Krauss, I think, the way they're built. Very accurate barrels on them, and they're made in house as well. So if you got the right pellet for them, can't go wrong. They'll shoot as well as any top end rifle once you've got them tuned in. I actually fitted the Robert Lane regulator to this, as you know, so you get more shots out of it. It's our 250 bar fill on these. Size of the cylinder is 310cc, so there's decent sized cylinder as well, and it's a good shot count you get. But I think a lot of them are built around the same sort of action. You'll probably find that the Potensis is the same cylinder and action. It's just that this has been designed as a bullpup, so they've made that bit on it so you can shoot them. I mean, Bullpups, they can have the problems with the triggers because unless it's like an electronic one like staight had, all the others need to have a linkage, and that's your downside. The more parts you've got to the trigger, the harder it is to have a good one. But this one's not too bad. It's nice and light. I like it anyway. It's just that nut had come loose at the end. So I'll put some Loctite on it and we'll put it back together again. Notice my glasses, reading glasses. Eyesight's pretty bad close up now. That's getting older, I suppose that could be it. But yeah, that's sometimes I have a problem looking through the scopes on some of the screens. So to me, it's hard to focus a lot of scopes because my eyesight's bad unless I'm wearing the glasses. But these are pretty good scopes, these. Like I say, the can take the back. Just get it off a minute. Yeah, get the back off of that, and the mount on it, on the one leaf, it mounts inside there, so it's just a bayonet. You push it on, twist it, and it's on. Really nice scopes. Very similar reticle to the Hawk scopes. But yeah, nice. It's 3x12, this one, by 50. I think it's either 50 or 56. Don't say there. Normally does. On the back, 56, side focus, and it's illuminated reticle as well. I think it's red and green. Or is it just red? Yeah, it's just red. But yeah, nice. So put some Loctite on it, I'll put it back together. Okay, lock thread. Glasses. Granville, this one's made by. It's a blue one. I do believe it's a nylock nut, but it's probably been off that many times. So I'll just put a dab on the end there. And put it back together. So remembering, because I sometimes do this, I put it all on, forget to put the sodding trigger on. So when you do this, bring the stock up to the rifle, depending on which side you want the actual screw on. Normally have it on the right because I tilt it slightly to the right. You need to shove that on the trigger. Once it's on the trigger, you can relax then because it's not going to come out. So all we need to do now is get the 5mm Allen screw. That's got it. Put the cap back on. Now normally, because I'm right-handed, I face the trigger to the right, slightly. I mean, I can do this when it's all back together, but yeah, it's definitely having the effect on the groups the other day. Because it wasn't going when I wanted it to, so. Okay, I think that's about right for that. Fine. So, another thing that happens is the plates come off. The shorter plate goes on this side, the name tags basically. So that goes just below whichever side you're putting your trigger on, and the long edge is on the other side. So that's pretty straightforward. Now it's a matter of putting it all back together again now. Don't matter which way around you do it. Just put the two long ones on the front. Now if you've got one of these, silencer, suppressor, whatever you want to call it wise, that can't be more than 30mm in diameter, outside diameter. So if you've got a Webley QGS, is it? That's about as big as you can go in diameter size. Just for anybody's information, somebody did ask me that question. Yeah, probably better off putting these on first. I'll just loosen those two off. Just come slightly back. Well, that was about right actually. Come on. Two. As you remember from the other day, it just like the back heater rates a lot. Field target trophies and Spitfires. If you want a budget one, so obviously because this is an adjustable rail on top, not like some of the fixed ones, you will need to re-zero your scope. It's down more at the back than it is at the front now. It's more like it. So if you do some long range shooting, you got to the end of the scope, you can just raise this rail and put a lot more back into it again. Okay, so that basically is a rifle back together. Really easy scope to put on. They come with Picatinny mounts, so you either get adapters or different mounts, but yeah, make sure that's yeah, that's fine. Got nice big chunky nuts on them. Now, as you probably realise, there's a new digital night scope come out from One Leaf, and it's a dedicated night vision scope. It's not an add-on to go with any scope. Starting at about $499. That's for the scope and a IR torch. Now you'll find that if you go online, you can get this scope, including the One Leaf Commander that fits on the back, for the same price, and then you also get an extra ring so you can attach it to another scope. Basically what I'm saying is you've got options there. You can either have a dedicated scope, or you can have a scope like this with a one-leaf commander that you can then take off and put on another scope. So both good options. If you've got a scope you really like, you can basically fit the adapter on it and do some nighttime shooting through the scope, your preferred scope and reticle. So just another option there. I'll leave the links on to both, but you'll see what I mean. Pretty good. No problem. Lovely. Just need to tighten that up now. So what I intend to do up next, I'm going to go down to the range at night with the NV400 Commander night vision scope. I'll see if there's any rats out there. If not, I'll just be doing some night shooting on the range at different distances. At the moment it's set up on the Rete T20, but I will try it on all the rifles. So that's it for now. Problem solved with a trigger, an easy fix. It just needed the nut adjusting on the end that had come loose over hundreds of shots being fired. So I'll just re-zero it and that'll be it. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.